Hey, Blender Bob here. Last week you guys showered me with love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now Illustrator to Blender. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to export your logo into an SVG format. That means Scalable Vector Graphics. And it's absolutely not important to know what it means. It's the same thing as NURBS, which is Non-Uniform Rational Basis Splines. Who cares? We don't. We just want to use the logo. So, SVG. So in Blender, you import a scalable vector graphic file, you choose your file, and you don't see anything because they are super tiny. Right there they are. Okay. Did you know by pressing Ctrl you can rotate by 5 degrees increments? Alright, let's scale that thing up because it's way too small right now, so we're gonna make it like 100 times bigger. So select them all and then just change one. Here we'll make it 100. And then we just copy to selected. Copy all to selected. Now they're all big. Alright, that's fine, but these are curves, so we need to convert them into mesh. So now it's a mesh. I'll change the color because it's going to be easier to work this way. Let's take a look at the mesh now. I'm going to throw up. I'll be right back. Too much? Okay, let's move on. Okay, if I extrude this geometry, you will find some problems when you extrude it. So let's take a look in the back. Now you see there are some polygons here that we don't need in the A and the C and the R, so we need to clean that up. Okay, I got a gap here. I need something to fill the sound, so I don't know, music, or maybe I can tell you a joke. Okay, so there's this guy, he comes into a bar and then he goes to the bar. While you're doing the cleanup, you will create some gaps here. Just fix them by selecting two edges and doing a bridge edge loops. You may want to make a hotkey for this one because you're going to use it a lot. Yeah, and a few nasty edges here, same thing, we cleaned them up. And then he tells the barman, that's why I'm not wearing any underwear. If you run into a situation like this where you have a lot of edges, don't be afraid of deleting all these polygons. We're going to fix them later. It's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Press Shift Option to select all the edges of the hole and then press F to fill it up. And I forgot to mention that I used a Decimate Modifier on the geometry to clean it up. So just go Decimate and you make it into a planar and you see it cleans up a lot of the mess. If you want more information about this, go check my Advanced Modeling Tutorial Part 6. I did a very stupid mistake here. I did the modifier, but I forgot to apply it, so I had way too much cleanup to do, and if I just applied the modifier, it would have been so much easier. But too late now, and I don't feel like redoing the entire tutorial. So now you know, you do the modifier, you apply it, and then you do your cleanup. I use a mesh check add-on. That link will be in the description, and that allows me to see the non-manifolds, the poles, the triangles, the n-gons, everything that's wrong with the geometry. So I turn it on so this way I can see everything. Oops, I need n-gons. That's the most important thing. So everything that's in red means it's not a quad, it's not a triangle, it's an n-gon. There's something wrong with it. So like this one here, you can see these points here just floating there. I'm just going to connect them, and you see it becomes gray. That means it's not an n-gon anymore. So you go around and you want to make sure that all the edges are clean like this. You remove all the points that you don't need, or you connect them, you can weld them. Sometimes you can just take a point here and you just move it on top. Hey, anyone else has this problem that sometimes you want to snap a point on another one and it just snaps on the wrong one? I have this and it's driving me crazy. If you have a solution, please tell me in the comments. When you're in wireframe, sometimes it's easier to see what's going on. So I can select all these points here, I will delete them. Okay, it's getting clean now. It's almost done. Oh, there's another one here. So let's zoom in. There's a lot of points here that we don't need. We're going to have to clean that up later. So delete this. I'll just delete the points instead of connecting them because I have too many points anyways. So is it okay now? Do we have any lines? Yeah, we have one here. There's a line that's, this one is not good. So what's going on? That means we have a non-manifold polygon. So it could be because one of the polygon is inverted. I don't know. I'm going to try to merge the points. It's still there, so that means there's something wrong with this polygon. So let's switch to face mode. We're going to see what's going on. Haha, there are two faces on top of each other, so I'm just going to select one of them. I don't know, maybe this one looks bad, and just delete it. See what happens. Yeah, and well, yeah, there was another one. Okay, so now it's clean. We don't have the green line anymore to tell us that there was something wrong. Let's take a look at it from the top view. That's going to give us a good idea. Yeah, that looks good. That means I don't have any more non-manifold polygons on the sides. I deleted all the front faces because it's going to be easier to work now. Let's clean up the corners here. There are way too many edges here, so we're going to delete a bunch of them that we don't need. So this one, and this one, delete. Now we're going to make all these edges at the same distance. So we want to select all of them except for the first one and the last one. And we're going to use the function called setFlow from the Edge Flow add-on. It comes with Blender, so you just need to turn it on. So setFlow, and you see all the edges are at the same distance now. And we do them all. Select two edges like this, then press Option cursor up, and it's going to select one out of two edges. Pretty cool. Delete them. Bye bye. Sometimes you may want to call setFlow twice to get a better result. So you see it's like this. It could be better another time. Yeah, better. Another trick here, add a subdivision modifier to your model and you will see if there's something wrong. It will pop up. Like here you can see on the C there's something wrong, something wrong with me talking. There's something wrong with that geometry. We know there's a polygon here that's not supposed to be there. Looks like there's something wrong at the bottom too. We need to fix that. Actually, you see there's this long polygon. Shouldn't be there. We'll just delete it. And I will simply rebuild it. So just edge, whoops, edge, and we connect them together. Poof. All right. Well, actually not alright, there's still something wrong with it. Let's take a closer look. Let's go into vertex mode, maybe we'll see better. I will turn off the modifier. Okay, so what is wrong with this geometry? Vertex, that looks good, that's okay, that's fine. Oh, okay, here we go. We have some extra points here that are there. They're not supposed to be there. Oh, you see, they're just like points, edges collapsed on top of each other. It's really messy. Well, you don't want to lose time with stuff like this. We have tools and blenders to fix it. No, this one I need to keep. So what you're gonna do is just use the cleanup mesh. So go into edit mode and mesh, clean up and delete loose, and now it's clean. All right, we're happy now. Once you are sure that everything is clean, you can delete this subdivision modifier. Okay, so now we need to fix the front faces. So what I'm going to do is select the edges with the shift option. It's going to select the entire edge like this, and I press F to fill it up. But that will only do the front part. The easiest way is to double click on the geometry and press F. So this way it's going to do both sides at the same time, the front and the back. Now you can see I do all the letters, but it doesn't work with the R and the A, and that's because they have a hole in them. So what we're going to do is to connect these edges here just to make sure there are no holes anymore in the letter. And now we can fill it up. This way we didn't fill up the A hole. Did I just say that? Always check the normals to make sure everything is okay. Everything should be blue, no red. Seems to be okay. What's next? Now you are all dying to do it. Bevel modifier. We love bevel modifier, but we don't see anything. What's going on here? I change and I don't see anything. Why is that? Well, let's try to turn that off just to see. Whoa, okay, it's gigantic. So that means there are problems with the geometry. And there's something wrong here. Why do I need such a very, very small value? Well, there's a very simple explanation for that. Remember when we scaled the geometry by 100? Well, that was way too big, but for the object, it's still a very small object. So that's why you need a very tiny bevel. The way to fix that is to apply the transformations on the object. So super tiny amount here in the bevel, very huge transformation here. So let's try it. I'm going to go here, apply all transformations, and now the bevel just disappeared because it's really, really small. So we're just going to adjust it to more manageable levels. Okay, so here's 0.6, 0.22, yeah, that looks good. Well, I still have this problem at the bottom that I need to fix, so I'm just messing around until I get something that works for the bevels. And we're done. We got a clean logo, extruded, it's very nice, works very well, we can play with the bevels. We're happy. Okay, gotta go, I need to go cut the grass. See you!